I've been playing golf for 50 years. That's a long time. It challenges you, and when you're outside in a nice green area, it's hard not to be having fun. But what I like most about it is the camaraderie. I'm with my friends, and I'll do it as often as I can, as much as I can. Just having a nice casual round of golf, and right after I finished, I was in the locker room cleaning up and suddenly had cold sweats, nausea, that type of thing. I knew something was wrong, and I went into the golf shop and asked them to call 911 because I thought I was having a heart attack. And they all went into a major panic, and I just said, I'm going to sit down on the ground now because I think I'm going to pass out. And I don't remember anything for 3 days. The doctor told me he could have seen me the morning of, and he would have never known I was going to have a heart attack. I had a piece of plaque break off and just clogged the left anterior descending artery, just completely clogged it 100% in a couple of seconds. And I just dropped. Life-saving techniques that they did were top-notch, and I should not have lived. I had a widowmaker heart attack. I should not have survived that heart attack. And for the next couple of years, things went really well. I felt good. I got back to playing golf, got back to doing everything, and then my health started to deteriorate. I was very sick in the summer of 2011, and went through many tests trying to figure out what it was. And finally, Dr. Alvergue, who was my cardiologist, was a brand new cardiologist I had just gotten. He said, I think all of your medical problems are being caused by your heart.
When I first saw Bob and recognized that he may be a candidate for something like a transplant, I basically told him, Bob, are you ready to have more testing than you've ever had in your life? Because in order to put someone through a transplant process, we have to make sure that not only medically are they going to be ready for this and are an acceptable candidate, we look at their family support, we look at his psychological well-being. Bob actually passed most of that stuff with flying colors, okay, and he was listed relatively fast.
They gave me what's called a left ventricular assist device. It's called an LVAD, and my heart was run by a pump which was implanted in my chest, and I lived on that battery-operated device for 8 months. I actually played golf wearing that device. And the doctors and the care that I got to get me through all of this, just very difficult time, but they did it, and they knew what they were doing. They knew that I had to have a heart, and they made sure that I got one. We got a heart on October 15th, 2012, and then they sent me home for Thanksgiving. I have 5 grandchildren, and we've become the soccer parents that we never used to be when our kids were young.
I just felt so happy for Bob and his wife. I knew the obstacles that he had to overcome, and so it was just fantastic to see that it was worth it for him to go through all of that.
I'm very supportive of organ donation now. I'm a survivor, and I'm one of the lucky ones to have received an organ, and it made a huge difference in my life. People would always say, you must have been afraid to die. No, I just loved living.